Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex my better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke all the steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, what is going down, my friends? Welcome back. I welcome myself back, and then I welcome you back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA. I am your host, and I'm so happy that you're here with me. It is season 24, episode 16, and tonight's show is titled Love and Podcast. Guys, it's been a couple weeks. It has since we've done a new episode. I told you guys after we did the last episode that the upcoming weekend was going to be my anniversary. And me and the wife went to Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right, went and stayed at the MGM Grand and was out there for the 4th of July weekend and got to have some R&R time, man. But it wasn't too much rest because it's Vegas, and Vegas is mad crowded, mad expensive. There's a lot of shit going down in Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in about 10 years, and I remember Vegas very differently 10 years ago than it was when I went out on this trip. Not to say I didn't have fun. I went and saw WWE Money in the Bank live at the MGM Grand. I saw Shin Lim, the only 2-time winner of America's Got Talent, and he was fantastic along with Colin Cloud. So getting to see them live was amazing. I saw the Blue Man Group for the first time over at the Luxor, and that was awesome. They are great live. And then for the third time in my Vegas trips, I got to see the Jabberwockies tearing it down with their show Timeless over at the MGM Grand as well. And then on top of that, some really good food, some really good music, and losing a lot of money at the slot machines. So, but we got back, we made it back in one piece, and then I got sick. So, I'm still recovering from a cold, so I'm trying to truck on through this. I didn't want to wait any longer to get back on track. We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here on a Tuesday. It is July the 12th, 2022. So yes, we typically do the new show on Mondays. Just did not have any time to do it last night. Yesterday was when I was really, really sick, and I was just trying to relax and save my throat and, just not lose my voice. I was trying to juggle a lot of things yesterday, still trying to get some work done. So yeah, it was busy. It was very, very busy. But even though I was sick, I want to let y'all know, in case you haven't seen it, we did assemble the crew this past Sunday night for a new Am I Still on the Air? That's right. We got the guys together and we did the Thor Love and Thunder spoiler review. So myself, Friggins, Peeps, we got together, and yes, for almost 2 hours, we broke down Thor Love and Thunder in all of its spoiler-filled glory. The highs, the lows, the in-between, post-credit scenes, our updated MCU countdown. Doing Marvel spoiler reviews is always so much fun, especially with these guys, because we've been doing them for so many years now. And it was a great show. So 2 versions available for you guys. You can watch the video version up on our YouTube channel, because we did do it live this past Sunday night on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/amiontheair. Remember, there's a playlist on the page as well, too, that says Am I Still on the Air? And I try to file away all of our Am I Still on the Airs from like the last year or so when we started doing video form. So, yeah, so they're all there for you to check out if you're interested. But a lot of you don't like to watch stuff on YouTube. You love podcasts, and that's why you're here, right? Love and podcast. So I always try to make sure that you have the audio version of it as well. Not as cool as watching it because you don't get some of the smirks and the things we're doing to the camera. But you still get the gist of it, right? We still talk and we still explain the movie. So there is an audio version as well right here on this podcast feed. So make sure that you don't miss that. So 2 versions, audio and video, are available. So it's another reason why I didn't put this episode up last night, because I wanted to give the Thor Love and Thunder episode just a little bit of breathing room, right? Because we had just put up the audio version, and I wanted to give it a little bit of space. But I want to get back on track as best as possible. I take it very, very seriously to try to stay on schedule and always bring you guys a new episode every single Monday night. And since we didn't do an episode last week, I don't want to skip any more because I'm going to have 2 weeks worth of news to get you guys caught up with and all the latest and greatest. So let's not waste any more time. I got a movie, I got some TV shows, and of course we have the news of the past 2 weeks to get you caught up on. But first, I want to say happy anniversary to myself, because it was 11 years ago when a little show called Am I on the Air launched. And I can't believe that we're celebrating an 11-year anniversary doing this podcast. We have over 300 episodes for sure, maybe even closing in on 400 episodes at this point. It's a lot of content, guys. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of energy spent trying to keep you guys caught up in the world of entertainment news, and I hope that a lot of you have been around for a long time, have enjoyed the ride, and I hope for the people that just started up with us are around for the next 11 years. So we'll try to keep this train rolling, guys, and I just want to give a big thank you for giving me the platform to come to you guys every single week and do something I love. 11 years running. So, okay, let's get into it. Our one and only movie of the week is the number 1 movie in the world. We just hinted at it. Thor, Love and Thunder. Now, this is being non-spoiler. Remember, if you want the spoiler, go check out the Am I Still on the Air. Non-spoiler wise, this is the 29th film in the MCU. Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor. We got Valkyrie back. We got Korg back, right? And basically, this movie picks up after Endgame. Thor's traveling around with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's going from dad bod back to god bod and shedding off his Endgame weight and getting back to being the Thor Odinson that we all know and love. But a distress call comes out saying that there's a guy named Gore the God Butcher going around, and we need to get to the bottom of it. And along his journey, he comes across the mighty Thor, which is the returning Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman. So she gets into the mix. How is she here? How does she have the hammer? It's a lot of stuff to be told. So that's where I'm going to leave it story-wise. And I'm just going to let you guys know, I absolutely love this film. I loved it. My wife and my daughter are actually watching it right now as I record this. I would have gone, but I'm sick, so I'm very sad because it would have been my 3rd showing. Because yes, I've seen this movie twice already. I went on the preview night, saw it in IMAX, and it was glorious. And then I went the next night with my daughter and my brother-in-law, and we watched it. And I actually loved it much, much more on the 2nd showing. I just had such a blast with it, and I can't wait to see it a 3rd time. I'm really hoping my wife ends up liking it so I can convince her to go back and see it again this weekend, because I want to go for another showing, that's for sure. And my daughter absolutely loved it as well. She just recently created her own MCU list over on the Letterboxd app, and as soon as this movie was done, she was like, Dad, put it at number 1. And I was like, wow, really, babe? Okay. So Thor Love and Thunder number 1 on her MCU list. To find out where it lands on my MCU list, you're going to have to listen to the spoiler review because we go through the full updated MCU countdowns. So no spoilers here, even when it comes to countdowns. I love this movie, guys. It has everything. My 2 favorite genres are comedy and action, and this movie is an action comedy. It's also a romantic comedy because you're finding out what happened between between Thor and Jane, and will they rekindle that romance? The will they, won't they? Being added into this action movie with a dude going around trying to kill gods. You even have Russell Crowe popping in this thing as Zeus. Some nice little cameos there. And this movie delivers. The Guardians of the Galaxy pop up. They're always fun to see. There's some really good back and forth with Star-Lord and Thor. This movie gives me everything I want. My two favorite genres. I love action and I love to laugh, and boy did this movie make me laugh. Now, it's a very divisive movie, because if you go on Twitter right now and just search like the hashtag Thor Love and Thunder, you're going to go from people being like, this movie's amazing, it's in my top 10 of all Marvel movies, and the very next post will be like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It's all over the place, literally from best to worst, and it's crazy. It's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes is very high, but a lot of people are bitching and moaning about how it's too funny. They just try to be too funny. Okay, did we not see Thor Ragnarok? I mean, I will give it this. This movie does take the humor to another level. Thor Ragnarok was a really good balance. This takes it one more step into the absurd. But I like that. I like Taika Waititi's style. And I think, if you did not like Ragnarok, you're not going to like this movie. If you thought the humor was too much in Ragnarok, you're not going to like this movie. But if you like to laugh and you want to have a good time and you want to have a big smile on your face that pretty much goes for 2 hours straight, this is your film. So, I don't know what else I can say about it. Don't want to spoil anything, but I highly recommend it. I think it's a great movie. It's one of my faves of the year, and I can't wait to see it again. I give Thor Love and Thunder 5 Thunderbolts out of 5. So, yeah, it's a 5 out of 5 for me, baby. Remember, I judge my films on how much I enjoyed them, and I enjoyed the hell out of this. So, thank you, Thor Love and Thunder, and once again, go check out the spoiler review, now available right here on this same podcast feed. Okay, switching gears on over to TV. I got a couple really good new things I want to talk about, and they both happen to be on Apple TV Plus. So again, if you haven't subscribed to Apple TV Plus, what are you waiting for? Because this is an amazing streaming service. I'm about to get into Blackbird as well too, which is another new show on Apple TV Plus with Taron Egerton that looks incredible. I'll probably be starting that tonight. But two shows that I started. I am currently in the middle of Loot. Loot is a new comedy with Maya Rudolph where she is super uber rich and she ends up getting a divorce and because her husband cheats on her, and she ends up getting like a really big fortune, but she's already really rich, and then she finds out she owns this company that's trying to do good and kind of help, people in need, and she goes back to work and she's trying to help, but she's so disconnected because she's so, foo-foo rich. I love this show. It's hilarious. Maya Rudolph is incredible in this show. There is an episode of this show where she goes and does an episode of Hot Ones. The show with the hot wings? Well, her character goes and does the show Hot Wings. And I was fucking crying, laughing. How damn funny. It's one of the funniest scenes I've seen in any TV show in God knows how long, if not ever. I was dying. I couldn't even catch my breath. It's so funny. And I'm happy to announce that they just renewed Loot for season 2 yesterday. So, guys, check this one out. If you love comedies, watch Loot. It's got a great ensemble cast, and Maya Rudolph kills it on this. So check out Loot on Apple TV+. The next show, I actually just binged this show in 2 days, and that is WeCrashed. WeCrashed is based on the true story of the WeWork company, which is a true story about a company that started off just doing shared workspaces and then just blew up and became so popular. They got so much money, but their owner was so extravagant, he kind of took the company down a wrong path and he messed up with a lot of the investors, and it just turns to crap. And this was a hell of a story, and this show is led by Jared Leto, who plays the owner of WeWork, and Anne Hathaway plays his wife. And I just want to say the two of them are incredible in this. Jared Leto, man, I lost him into this character. He's that good. And Anne Hathaway, same exact thing. We talk about it sometimes how when you're watching a movie or show that you see too much of the actor. You don't see kind of the person they're playing. In this show, Jared Leto and Anne Hathaway blend right into these characters and don't look back. This show tells a crazy story, and it's an awesome, awesome show. So check out WeCrashed. Binged it in 2 days. It's incredible. So WeCrashed and Loot, I highly recommend, now streaming on Apple TV+. 2 finales I want to touch on. Now that I'm back from Vegas, I finally was able to finish the final 2 episodes of Stranger Things Season 4. Mwah, chef's kiss. It was incredible. 2 awesome episodes. 5 more hours almost of like entertainment. Those episodes were so long, but so good. And it made me laugh. It made me cry. It was heartbreaking. It was intense. I loved it. This season 4 of Stranger Things, the best they've ever done. I cannot wait for season 5. It just sucks that it's not going to be to 2024, so we have quite some time to wait. And lastly, The Boys Season 3. This has been an amazing season of The Boys as well, and the finale was no slouch. It did its thing, and it did it very, very well. So, highly recommend The Boys Season 3 over on Amazon Prime, Stranger Things on Netflix. 2 amazing shows that probably topped the list from a TV perspective this year and just really took it home and killed it. So, highly, highly recommend, and just wanted to shout those out. And that's what we got from a review perspective. Once again, Thor Love and Thunder now in theaters, 5 out of 5 stars. Over on TV, we got WeCrashed and Loot over on Apple TV Plus that I highly recommend. Stranger Things Season 4 on Netflix, you can binge the whole season now. And The Boys Season 3 on Amazon Prime, you can binge the whole season now. Let's switch gears and get on over to our box office. Coming in at number 10, it's Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 9 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Number 8 is Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Number 7 is Lightyear. Number 6 is The Black Phone. Number 5 is Jurassic World Dominion. Number 4 is Elvis. Number 3 is Top Gun Maverick. Number 2 is Minions Rise of Gru. And of course, number 1, no doubt, we talked about this already, the third biggest debut of the pandemic era. Excuse me. My voice is starting to give out on me already, and we haven't got to the news. Thor, Love and Thunder, the number 1 movie in the world. Yep, the number 1 movie in the world, Thor, Love and Thunder, bringing in $302 million worldwide, 143 here in the U.S., once again making it, like I said, the third biggest debut of the pandemic era, coming in behind Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I was a little shocked that Thor didn't make more money than what it did. 143 is great, third biggest. Excuse me. But when Doctor Strange came out, it made like 188 or 185, something like that. So Thor made $40 million less, and Doctor Strange was just a couple months ago. So it's really interesting. I know Doctor Strange had, just came off being in a Spider-Man movie, and we had all the cameos that were going to be in it. So, yeah, I guess that was just enough to get a lot more butts in the seats for that opening weekend because people didn't want to be spoiled. So, but still, nonetheless, a great debut. It's the highest debut ever for a Thor movie. Each Thor movie has made more and more money. So that's always great to see when a sequel outdoes its predecessor. And it has done that here by a good amount. And it is in the pandemic era, so who knows, before that, it might have made even more. So that's your box office, my friends. Let's switch gears and let's get on over to our news of the week. All right, guys, you ready to get through 2 weeks worth of news? It's actually not too bad because it was 4th of July weekend, so there wasn't a ton that came out in those couple days. So we'll truck on through. I don't think it'll be too much more than a normal episode. Again, I'm going to kind of blaze through a lot of it. If there's more that you want to find out or you want to dig into some articles, head on over to our Twitter page, twitter.com/amiontheair, or our Facebook page at facebook.com/amiontheair to find out more of what you might be missing. Also, if you'd like to support the show, we have a link under our show notes here that says support the show. It's got a little Cashapp link, and you can throw in a donation. It'll always help us out as we try to do this show every week for you guys. Okay, let's jump into the news. Now the Obi-Wan finale has settled. The finale was 20% higher in viewership than the Book of Boba Fett, so very, very interesting. Doctor Strange 2 also debuting well ahead of when Eternals hit Disney+. So just some little bit of rating stuff there for you. Willa Fitzgerald, Ron Perlman, and Harvey Keitel are set to topline a new action thriller called Joe Baby. Joe Baby, Joe Baby. NBC is going to be doing a Ukraine Answering the Call fundraising special with Kristen Bell, Alicia Keys, and Julianne Moore, with a whole bunch of others. So very cool of NBC to be doing that. Ian McKellen, Gemma Arterton, who I love, and Mark Strong are set to lead a cast of a new movie called The Critic, which will be a period thriller based on Anthony Quinn's classic novel Curtain Call.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm James Lovino, and I'm here to tell you about Alternate Sides, a movie podcast with a twist. I've worked in the film business for 2 decades, but I haven't actually seen that many movies, and this has been driving my frequent collaborator, Sam, a self-confessed film snob, crazy. So every week, while he's stuck in his car trying to avoid getting a parking ticket, thanks to New York City's alternate side parking regulations, we discuss a classic film I've finally just gotten around to seeing. Alternate Sides, a new podcast about movies, parking, and a 25-year friendship, wherever you get your podcasts.
There was... Give me one sec here, just to double check this. Alice Eve, Shelley Hennig, and Antonio Banderas have signed on to star in a new thriller called The Last Girl. David Oyelowo, I like this guy a lot. Apple TV Plus is close to a series order for a new dramedy called Government Cheese that will be starring and executive produced by my boy David Oyelowo. Blackbird, I told you about this, is a new show for Jimmy Keene. The only way out is through the mind of a suspected killer. Inspired by true events, Blackbird is a new original series starring Taron Egerton, Paul Walter Hauser, and the late Ray Liotta. It's streaming exclusively right now on Apple TV Plus. Just launched this past weekend. Looks so good. I can't wait to jump into this one later tonight. History does not remember blood, it remembers names. That's right, we got the teaser trailer for House of the Dragon. You can check that out, coming to HBO Max on August 21st. What else is coming to HBO Max is the 3rd season of Harley Quinn. That's right, the animated Harley Quinn show is coming soon. It will debut July 28th over on HBO Max. At long last, Zack Snyder's Justice League, baby, will be available on digital starting July 19th. This edition of the movie will have all the special features and include the black and white version, Justice is Gray. I'm excited about this. Even though I have HBO Max, I love the Zack Snyder Justice League, and I want it to be a part of my collection. So I will be adding it on July 19th, baby. Let's roll. The Hunger Games prequel continues to add more and more mentors and tributes. Bunch of young actors and actresses that nobody knows who they are, so just know that casting is underway. We have the trailer for 13 Lives, which looks really, really good, and this is coming soon to Amazon Prime, directed by Ron Howard, based on the true story of the cave miracle. Looks so good, man. Check out that trailer if you haven't seen it. Kyle MacLachlan joins Prime Video's Fallout series. Jacob Batalon, who from the Spider-Man movies, is joining Alana Bowden in a new horoscope movie adaptation. Don't know much else about that. We got some set photos of Barbie, though. That's right, Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling now filming the Barbie movie, and these pictures are pretty crazy. Ghostbusters Afterlife 2. That's right. I don't know if that's going to be the official title, but yes, they are making a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife, and it's coming next year, baby. Are you ready? That's how fast we're going to put this thing together. 2023, we're getting that Ghostbusters, son. Jodie Foster will be leading the new True Detective Season 4, and HBO has given it a series order, so it is official, and we're moving forward on it. We have the teaser trailer for Hocus Pocus 2. Yes, coming later this year to Disney+. A lot of people super, super excited about this one. I'm excited about this, The Electric State. This is a new movie that the Russo brothers are looking at doing. They're going to get Millie Bobby Brown to be one of the leads, and I believe Chris Pratt is in negotiations for this as well. So, doing The Electric State, it's going to be the biggest movie ever on Netflix. I love the sound of this movie, and I'm really excited about this one. Taika Waititi says he hopes to start filming his Star Wars movie early next year. So, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready for that Taika Waititi Star Wars. All right. Don Lee is set to headline a new Paramount remake of his Korean hit, The Gangster, The Cop, The Devil. Ooh, baby. Fairway Downs. Baz Luhrmann, his movie Australia, is getting turned into a limited series over on Hulu, and it will be called Fairway Downs. So get ready for that. Going back to True Detective Season 4, professional boxer Callie Race is joining Jodie Foster in the cast. We got official confirmation that Superman and Lois is not connected to the Arrowverse, BB. Yes, a lot of confusion on this. I thought it was a part of the Arrowverse, even though it looks different. I thought it was a part of it. They made us feel like it was a part of it, and then they said, no, it's not a part of it. We're doing our own thing, so there you go. Who's the Boss? We've been hearing that they might be trying to do a sequel series to this for a long, long time. It's now official. Who's the Boss sequel series is coming to Freevee, and it will star Tony Danza and Alyssa Milano. So yes, I'm so happy to see Alyssa Milano and Tony Danza reunite for a Who's the Boss sequel series. Don't know why it's going to be on Freevee, but I guess I'll watch it because it's Freevee. Okay, trucking along. Over on The Flash, Candace Patton has closed her deal to continue as Iris for Season 9, which is probably be the final season for The Flash. So you got to have Iris, baby, right? You got to have Iris. Callie Lou? I don't know. It's a little kid show. It's being rebooted in CGI form, whether you want him back or not. That's right. Kalu is Kalu coming back. The Real Love Boat will be hosted by Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell. It's an upcoming CBS dating series hosted by the real life couple. Melissa Benoist, our Supergirl. I love Melissa Benoist. She's set to star in a new HBO Max show called The Girls on the Bus, which is inspired by the memoir about Hillary Clinton's campaign trial. So I love Melissa Benoist, but I don't know if this is the type of show I'm going to be watching, I got to be honest. The Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel, release date, December 2023. So there you go there. If for those of you wondering exactly when you might get the next Ghostbusters. South Park, has been doing a lot of these little mini movies, but they're really just extended episodes of the show. The last one they did was called The Streaming Wars. Well, The Streaming Wars Part 2 is coming, so South Park really milking these specials. And South Park, The Streaming Wars Part 2, I believe, is going to be out by the end of the month. And they released the first trailer for that you can check out. We have the trailer for High School Musical Season 3, so you can check that out, summer camp time. We have the teaser for Paper Girls, which actually looks pretty decent, coming to Amazon Prime on July 29th. We have the teaser trailer for C, the Jason Momoa show on Apple TV+. We also found out that it will be the final chapter, so Season 3 will be the end of C with Jason Momoa over on Apple TV+. Michaela Cole, John Turturro, Paul Dano have all joined the cast of Amazon's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which is pretty cool there. Chucky Season 2 adds Lachlan Watson as Glenn/Glenda, so bringing that character back. Cameron Diaz coming out of retirement for a new Netflix film called Back in Action. So very cool there to see her returning with Jamie Foxx, of all people. So very, very cool. Howard Stern, this is a big rumor that's out there. Howard Stern was doing his show a couple weeks ago, and he went to commercial, and during the commercial break, supposedly he left his mic on, and he started talking about this Dr. Doom movie, and then realized the mics were on and shut it off. So then everybody was like, oh my God, Howard Stern just leaked that there's a Doctor Doom movie. I don't know what to take from this. I don't see them doing a Doctor Doom movie or Disney Plus show. Who knows? Maybe he got word about the Fantastic Four movie and got it confused because Doom is in it. I don't know. Maybe he is going to film something that has Doctor Doom in it for something else. But take it as a grain of salt right now. I don't really see this going anywhere else. We have the trailer for Ticket to Paradise, a new romantic comedy starring George Clooney and Julia Roberts, who play bickering exes in the upcoming comedy film. Rebecca Hall stars in the new trailer for Resurrection, so check that out. She's always good in what she does. Netflix's live-action Avatar, The Last Airbender series officially wraps production, so there you go. Very exciting for those Avatar fans out there. We have the trailer for See How They Run, which looks pretty interesting. Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan lead the new whodunit mystery comedy, so check out that trailer if you haven't seen it. Scoot McNairy joins Amy Adams in Hulu's upcoming darkly comic neo-horror film, Night Bitch. Love the title for this movie. Love it. James Bond producer Barbara Broccoli says that the next film is at least 2 years away from production as they plan to reinvent the character. So take that for what it is. Kevin Smith says that his upcoming Mallrats 2 could end up at Peacock. I like it. Let's go to Peacock. That sounds good. Speaking of Kevin Smith, he released the trailer for Clerks 3, and it looks great. It looks so good. I'm so excited for Clerks 3. So yeah, check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. I believe it hits theaters in September. Looking really, really forward to that. Quantum Leap is coming. That's right. NBC has officially pushed through the new series to its fall release. So looking forward to seeing the Quantum Leap reboot. I really loved that show growing up. That was a big household show for us. Hugh Grant is set to play Zeus in Chaos, Netflix's modern take on Greek mythology. Janet McTeer, David Thewlis, and Aurora Pernew have also joined the cast. So kind of funny, right? We got Hugh Grant playing Zeus in this. We got Russell Crowe playing Zeus in Thor: Love and Thunder. Lots of Zeuses going around. We have the trailer for The Resort, which is an upcoming mystery starring William Jackson Harper and Kristen Milotti as their vacation gets weird. This is coming to Peacock. I love this trailer. I will be watching this show. This show looks really, really good. Kate Winslet is set to star in and produce a new novel adaptation called Trust for HBO. R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for racketeering and sex trafficking. Yes, so we already talked about that. Magnum PI saved. That's right. We talked about this, I don't know, a month or 2 months ago that Magnum got canceled, right? This was on CBS, got axed. Well, NBC has picked it up. NBC has snagged a 2-season, 20-episode order. So, yes, you're getting more Magnum PI. I thought this would go straight to Peacock. Very interesting. It's going to be on NBC Direct. But I love it, man. 2 seasons, 10 episodes each. That sounds good to me, baby. I like Magnum PI, so congratulations coming back there. Avatar 2. Sigourney Weaver confirms her new role as a Na'vi teenager. So very cool there for Sigourney Weaver playing that. Gemma Chan. Ooh, love me some Gemma Chan. She's set to lead Sean Levy's new time-traveling series for Netflix. David Arquette, Elizabeth Marvel have joined the cast of Peacock's sci-fi drama Mrs. Davis. Elizabeth Olsen says she'd love to return to the MCU. Yes, we would all love to see her return as well. Rebel Wilson and Charles Melton are set to star in K-pop Lost in America. That'll be an upcoming movie that they're doing together. Andrew Scott and Claire Foy have joined the film adaptation of a new movie called Strangers. Strangers in the Night. No, it's just called Strangers, sorry. Live action Godzilla and Titans movie. Actually, TV show. This is, I believe, is coming, yes, to Apple TV Plus as well. Has added Kiersey Clemons, of course, from the Flash movie. She is going to be the lead for the upcoming Godzilla and Titans show on Apple TV Plus. Sega wants to adapt Atlas games like Persona into live-action films and TV. Nick Jonas and Glenn Powell set to lead Amazon's buddy comedy picture, Foreign Relations. That should be pretty funny. Emilia Clarke discusses potential Game of Thrones spin-off series based on her family bloodline. We have the trailer for Keep Breathing, starring Melissa Barrera as she gets stranded in the upcoming Netflix miniseries. I'm looking forward to this one as well. Logan Lerman is set to lead a new rom-com picture called The Threesome. Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse are set to lead Zelda Williams' upcoming horror comedy Lisa Frankenstein. Godzilla vs. Kong sequel set for 2024. That's right. Looks like probably March of 2024. March or April, they're looking to do the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel. Dune Part 2, release date pushed back just a little bit. It was going to be in October. Now it's at the end of November. So still coming out in 2023, just pushed slightly. Peacock has set a summer premiere date for The Vampire Academy. Taron Egerton confirms that he has met with Marvel, and he has specifically talked to them about himself wanting to play Wolverine. I could see Taron Egerton being Wolverine. I think that's a pretty cool choice, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But he did meet with Marvel, so who knows what it was really for, but I know Taron really wants to play Wolverine, so we'll see where that takes us. So Peacock was going to do a Field of Dreams show. Well, that has been benched. That's right. Peacock's reboot of the classic Kevin Costner baseball movie is no longer moving forward. Minions: The Rise of Gru last weekend scored the best preview numbers for an animated film during the pandemic when it debuted with 10.8 mil on the preview night. Extraction 2 will be very different from the first movie, so I like that they're mixing it up. We got some first look photos of Kate Winslet's character in Avatar 2. Sorry, just moving along here. Platinum Dunes. Michael Bay is going to resurrect his production company over at Universal Pictures. So very cool. I like Platinum Dunes, man. Always good stuff there. We have the trailer for Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons. That's right. This trailer finds Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent joining forces. The Time Traveler's Wife officially canceled over on HBO. So after just one season, man, one and done. Resident Alien Season 2, Part 2 coming soon. I love this show so much, so glad to see Part 2 of Season 2 is on its way. Why Women Kill has officially been canceled over on Paramount Plus, reversing the Season 3 renewal. See, I don't like that shows or networks are getting away with this, that they're able to renew a show, and then before it even debuts, they're like, psych, we're not going to do that. We're going to cancel it. So, yeah, Why Women Kill was already renewed for Season 3, but now they're saying, no, thanks, we're going to end it at 2 and done. So, never watched this show, but I don't like them backtracking on renewals, man. It's like telling me I got the job and then telling me I don't got the job. You know what I mean? Like, that really sucks. Chesapeake Shores getting a final season over on the Hallmark Channel. The CW's Tom Swift show officially canceled after just one season. So there you go. That sucks. The CW ending Tom Swift's mission early, canceling the Nancy Drew spinoff after just one season. Duncanville also canceled at Fox after 3 seasons. We have the teaser trailer for American Horror Stories, the spinoff show. So check that out. Coming back very soon here on Hulu. All episodes of The Terminal List are now streaming on Prime Video. I definitely want to get into this show as well. Chris Pratt and Tyler Kitsch looks really good. So definitely want to check that out. Let's see here. Endeavor is set to end with Season 9. This is on PBS. So, yeah, I didn't even know about this show. So, Season 9, congratulations. Minions: Rise of Gru in the box office, not this direct past weekend, but the weekend before, because I didn't do a show, won the box office weekend, the 4th of July weekend, with a $127 million opening. So big debut for the biggest kid movie of the pandemic. So gotta love those Minions, man. They always get the job done. I love it. Season 5 of Stranger Things 2024, like we talked about earlier, it is confirmed, the beginning of the end, the 5th and final season 2024 over on Netflix. Okay, trucking along, we have the trailer for The Woman King, which I know a lot of you are stoked with. Viola Davis, John Boyega, so check out that trailer. We also have the trailer for Rap Shit, HBO Max's new comedy series from Issa Rae. The Andor creator talks about why the Star Wars series is following a 5-year structure, in case you are interested why the season's mapped out the way it is. Stranger Things is going to get a spinoff, but the creators say, don't worry, it's going to be 1,000% different from the original series. So, very interesting, man. I can't wait to see what they do in that world and how it will be a spinoff from the original series, because they're saying don't expect any pop-ins, crossovers, guests, and 1,000% difference. So, very, very interesting. Martin Kleba has been cast as Grumpy in Disney's live-action Snow White, so congratulations there. James Cameron saying that he might not actually direct the planned sequels for Avatar 4 and 5. So we'll have to see how 2 and 3 go. He says 4 and 5 he wants to do, but he also has other projects he wants to jump into, and he knows how long Avatar will keep him busy, and we all know as well too. So he's not sure if he'll actually move forward with those, but he'll have to be a wait-and-see approach. The Stranger Things producers also said that the final season will be shorter than season 4, so no super long expanded episodes that we got spoiled with this season. Let's see here. Chris Evans is set to join Emily Blunt in a new movie called Pain Hustlers over on Netflix. Love the pairing of this. Michael Mann wants to turn his sequel novel of Heat 2 into a movie. I knew that was only a matter of time. I would love to see a Heat sequel. Why not? Taron Egerton says that Kingsman 3 will begin filming next year. Love that. Night Sky has been canceled after just one season over on Prime Video. Your Honor is set to end with season 2 over on Showtime. This show honestly should have ended with season 1. Good show, didn't need a second season, but we're getting confirmation that the second season will wrap up the show and it's going to end there. Beauty and the Beast set as ABC's next live musical event, and it'll air in December. CW setting its fall premiere dates for all its summer returns, so check that out if you're interested. That new Pain Hustlers movie, Chris Evans and Emily Blunt will star together in David Yates' Pain Hustlers, which is described as being in the vein of a Wolf of Wall Street and The Big Short. Congratulations to Stranger Things Season 4, which becomes the first ever English language show to pass 1 billion hours of streaming viewed worldwide. Whoo! Man, great season. Congratulations. That is awesome. Let's see here. We also got the trailer for The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, upcoming animated movie there. Chris Pratt calls Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a masterpiece. Ooh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. We also have the trailer for Pretty Little Liars Original Sin, so their upcoming new season. Reservation Dogs Season 2 trailer has dropped that you can check out. Netflix is going to develop an adaptation of Stephen King's The Talisman. That's right, and it's going to be from the Duffer Brothers, who do Stranger Things. So, love to see what they do with The Talisman. Let's see here. Audrey Plaza leads a new criminal thriller film called Emily the Criminal. The Stranger Things creators, the Duffer Brothers, again, very busy people, are working on a live-action Death Note series. Death Note, of course, super popular overseas. Netflix did do a movie of it, which I thought they were going to do a sequel to, but then that kind of got put to the wayside. I like the movie, actually. Death Note's a very cool concept. But yeah, they're looking to do a live-action TV series of it, which I think would be really cool. Once you know what they could do, like what you've seen with Stranger Things, I think they would do something really cool with Death Note. DC Stargirl Season 3 coming August 31st to the CW, so now we officially know when that will be returning. Amsterdam, we got the new trailer starring Christian Bale, John, oh man, I'm forgetting his name now, man, Denzel Washington's kid, John David Washington, Margot Robbie. There's a lot of people in this movie, man. Mally Ramick. There's a lot of people, so check out the trailer for Amsterdam, which is David O. Russell's upcoming movie. Looks interesting. Not my type of film, but did give me a couple laughs in the trailer. Tom Cruise looking to make over $100 million from Top Gun Maverick. Congratulations, that is awesome. The Miss Pat Show nabs an early Season 3 renewal over on BET+. Sex Education. There is a big-named actor who is not returning for Season 4. I have redacted the name because it is a spoiler, so I'll leave that there for you when you're ready. Let's see here. Evil. The show Evil has scared up an early season 4 renewal over on Paramount Plus. Used to love this show. I loved season 1 and then just fell off of it. Never got through season 2 or 3. And now there's a 4, so I got a lot of catching up to do. Grownish dropped its season 5 trailer. So as Grownish keeps trucking along, even though Blackish is done, we're going to continue on with the Grownish. The historic Law & Order 3-show crossover event is eyed for the fall launch. So there you go there. We have the trailer for Luck, which is a new upcoming animated movie coming to Apple TV+. Amazon Studios has just landed a new film with Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell set to star, with Nick Stoller set to direct. It's going to be an untitled wedding comedy. I love all the ingredients here, so this is going to be really, really good. Very excited about that. For the first time since the pandemic began, revenue at the box office almost crushed $1 billion in June as some semblance of normalcy returned to the multiplex. Very, very big there. Talk about big news. This was rumored and then confirmed, baby. Together again for the first time since 2018, Charlie Cox's Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin will both appear in the upcoming Marvel Echo series starring Alicoa Cox. That's right. Remember the Echo series that is a spinoff from the Hawkeye series we saw earlier this year. She's getting her own show. We know Kingpin is involved because he was involved in the Hawkeye show. Rumors were going around that maybe we'll sneak in Daredevil, and now it's official. Matt Murdock, Daredevil, Vincent D'Onofrio, Charlie Cox, confirmed to be returning. This is awesome, and it makes the Echo series something I'm going to want to watch now. I'm very excited. Stephen Yeun is set to star alongside Robert Pattinson in Bong Joon-ho's next film. James Caan passed away, very sad, at the age of 82. Love James Caan, The Godfather, Misery. I love the show Las Vegas. He ran the casino, man. The Montecito was ran by James Caan. Of course, Elf's dad, James Caan, legendary, and very sad to see him pass away at the age of 82. Natalie Portman talks about planets, characters, and worlds that were cut from Thor Love and Thunder. All we keep hearing about is all of these things that were cut, and there's this 4-hour version of the movie, and all these other actors that filmed scenes that didn't make the final cut. It sucks. It sucks to hear. And Taika Waititi has already come out and said, don't expect a Waititi cut. It's not going to happen. No director's cut. The movie that you saw is the movie, and that's unfortunate, man. So I hope there's some good deleted scenes when the movie's released on digital. We have the trailer for Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. Regina Hall and Sterling K. Brown lead the upcoming mockumentary film. I'm sold. The Hunger Games prequel, bringing on more people that you don't know. Christian Slater has joined the cast of Zoe Kravitz's Pussy Island. Let's see here. Thor Love and Thunder summoned a mighty $15.7 million at the international box office when it launched a couple days ago. Gentleman Jack was canceled after 2 seasons on HBO. The Thursday opening of Thor Love and Thunder, when I saw it the first time, is the 5th highest for an MCU movie and the 13th highest ever, tied with Rogue One. So there you go there. And then it continued to make money. As you know, now it's fully in theaters. So very, very cool there. Captain America 4. We talked about that this movie was moving forward. They were looking for a director. And now we know that a director has been picked for the film. He did the Cloverfield Paradox movie for Netflix, which is a very odd choice because the Cloverfield Paradox sucked. So this guy must have had a hell of a pitch for Marvel to give him this Captain America movie. So good luck. I believe in Marvel. I believe in Kevin Feige. So I'm just glad to see that the Anthony Mackie-led sequel is moving forward now that we have a director for it. Dan Stevens and Jessica Henwick are joining a new horror film called Cuckoo. Mike Epps is joining Sony's Dakota Johnson-led Madam Web movie. So I guess we've stopped with the hot chick casting, and now we got to slide a funny actor into it to balance it out, right? So thanks, Mike Epps, for joining the cast. Howdy Neighbor is a new horror film they're putting together over... I don't know what studio is doing this one, but they're calling it an LGBTQ plus horror movie, Howdy Neighbor. DeWanda Wise is joining Chris Pine's directorial debut, The Pool Man. Queen Charlotte-led Bridgerton spinoff is moving forward as they're searching for its young Violet. Tony Sirico of The Sopranos has also passed away at the age of 79, so forget about it. This guy was always awesome when he popped up. Great in The Sopranos, great in anything he popped up in, so rest in peace. Top Gun 3? Possible. Miles Teller says he has had conversations with Tom Cruise about doing another one, so we'll have to wait and see there. Marvel Studios announces that they are doing a surprise Comic-Con panel that will be focused on its animated projects. Very, very cool there. Star Trek Universe, Transformers, Teen Wolf, and more are coming to the Paramount Plus Comic-Con panel. Lots of Comic-Con stuff going to be coming out here in the next couple weeks. Thor Love and Thunder scores the second best Thursday preview numbers of 2022 with a $29 million launch. So congratulations there. That is awesome. Nicolas Cage has his new thriller series moving from Amazon over to Paramount Plus. It's called High Fire. So there you go there. Ancient Aliens. That's right. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Craig Titley is set to write the film for the Cobra Kai creators. So Ancient Aliens getting developed into a movie. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says he's bringing Black Adam to Comic-Con. That's right, he's bringing his DC anti-hero to Hall H over at Comic-Con, so love to see some Black Adam stuff. Let's see here. Bill Skarsgård horror movie Barbarian is moving its release date from August to September, so not too bad. I'm sorry, I left out the director's name earlier when I talked about Captain America 4. Filmmaker Julius Ona is his name, yes, and he will be directing the fourth installment of the Anthony Mackie Captain America movie. Let's see here. The Duffer Brothers, again, discussing more Stranger Things deaths being on the table for the final season. Why not, right? Go out with a bang. We got the showrunner of The Boys discussing the future of Soldier Boy. Let's see here. Lots of Prime Day specials going on. It is Prime Day, so if you're looking for some streamers, 99 cents for Paramount Plus, for Stars, for Showtime, whole bunch of deals going on. Check out your Paramount Plus. With the domestic opening of $143 million, Thor Love and Thunder scored the third best opening of the pandemic era behind Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Thor 4 also at $143 million was the franchise best opening. So just to reiterate on that again, 302 worldwide just through the weekend. We have an article up with every upcoming Marvel movie and TV show, so check that out if you're interested. Let's see here. Sorry, just going through some stuff we've already talked about. We already talked about that. The Gray Man, which is the upcoming Netflix movie directed by the Russo brothers with Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. This comes out next Friday, the 22nd, and the first reactions are praising the movie for its next level action and its badass characters. And I'm happy to announce me and Friggins, as long as I'm better by Thursday, which I should be, are going to the theater. We're going to see a theatrical version of The Gray Man. So F Netflix. Sorry, I love you, Netflix, but I want to see this movie on the big screen, and I'm looking forward to checking this out with Friggins on Thursday. So hell yeah. Sylvester Stallone, he's got his own comic book movie, superhero movie, I should say, because I don't think it's an actual comic book character, called The Samaritan. We've been hearing about this movie for like the last 2 years, and it was supposed to hit theaters in August, and we just found out that it's going to be on Prime Video. That's right, Amazon has bought the rights to it, but I'm hearing great things, and I know sometimes when we hear that a streaming studio has bought the rights to something, that it means it sucks. And I just want to say I've heard nothing but great things about the footage and about the info that anybody has seen or read about Samaritan. So hopefully this thing is good. 25 years ago, the world's greatest superhero vanished. It's time to unmask the truth. Samaritan now streaming on Prime Video starting August 26th. So the movie will still come out in August, only it will be on Prime Video and not theatrically. Only Murders in the Building has already been renewed for season 3, so congratulations there. Quick pickup for Only Murders in the Building. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson named as Shark Week Master of Ceremonies. Congratulations. Is there anything The Rock cannot do? Let's see here. We have the trailer, another trailer for Harley Quinn Season 3 that you guys can check out on. We have the trailer for Day Shift, which is an upcoming Jamie Foxx Snoop Dogg vampire movie. This trailer was batshit crazy. I didn't know what to expect. The trailer came out and I loved it. I cannot wait for Day Shift. I think this movie's going to be awesome. Looking really forward to this. Sam Taylor Johnson is going to be directing Amy Winehouse biopic Back to Black. So that is moving forward. Taika Waititi says he would direct Thor 5, but only if Chris Hemsworth is involved. Of course Chris Hemsworth will be involved. He's Thor, damn it! So maybe we'll get a Thor 5. I don't know. We'll see what happens moving forward. Salem's Lot, Stephen King adaptation's been delayed 7 months. That's right. It was supposed to come out in September. Now it won't be out till April of 2023. So big pushback. They're adding in some new scenes. They did some pickups, some new filming because of COVID, and they're just not ready for it to come out yet. So it's been pushed to April. Bridgerton's Jonathan Bailey is set to play Matt Bomer's lover in the upcoming Showtime limited series Fellow Travelers. The show Chad has been canceled over on TBS on the day of the season 2 premiere. And check this out. This is crazy. So Chad is a comedy that came out on TBS. They renewed it for a season 2. Season 2 is filmed and in the can. Was ready to debut yesterday on TBS. And it never debuted, and then TBS came out and said, "Sorry, the show's canceled." So they're not even saying it's canceled for season 3. They're canceling it for season 2 that's already filmed and done. So I don't even know what it's the weirdest thing. So right now, the writers and the producers, the directors, they're all shopping season 2 around to other networks and streamers, trying to see if somebody will save the show and pick it up. I believe season 1 is airing on HBO Max. They should let HBO Max air season 2. I mean, it makes the easiest sense to me. But very odd that they wouldn't just air the show that they've already completed. I don't get it at all. We also have an article up called Missing Shows Found. The latest word on Avenue 5, Firefly Lane, Jack Ryan, Warrior, Lost as Spookies, and 20 other shows that you may have forgotten actually got renewed and we just never saw again. So check out the article. It's pretty interesting. Okay, and on that note, that's it, guys. We did it. It's about 55 minutes, so we usually go about 45. I got an extra 10 out of y'all to do an extra week's worth of news, and I got to get on out of here. My throat is burning. I'm trying so hard not to cough right now. Thank you for trucking through with me, even though I did cough a couple times, and I was choking at times, and it was rough, man. This is the most talking I've done in days, so thanks for bearing with me. It was easier to do the Thor spoiler review because I had 2 partners with me that could take some of the talking away from me and give my voice a rest, but doing this for 55 minutes straight has been a strain. So let's wrap this baby up. amiontheair.com is our official webpage, so make sure you bookmark that. Go to our Facebook, facebook.com/amiontheair, and give our page a like. Follow us on Twitter at Am I On The Air. Follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. Again, over on amiontheair.com, it's got links to all our social media stuff. So if you're looking for a one and done kind of site, it is that. So just bookmark that. You're always going to have all the podcasts and everything else you need on amiontheair.com. You could find the show on Apple Podcast. If Apple Podcast ain't your thing, we're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Podchaser. We're on everything, so make sure you bookmark that. Follow us on all the socials. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. Just search Am I On The Air. Just search Am I On The Air. Again, it's our 11-year anniversary. We joined Twitter on July of 2011 when the show launched. So it's July of 2022 right now. 2011, baby. We've been in it for the long haul. That's for damn sure. So thank you to everybody that follows along with us on all our socials. Red Dragons Radio for always sponsoring us. The Pop Culture Pros for always sponsoring us as well. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the show. Keep supporting. Tell all your friends and family. If you know anybody that loves this stuff, spread the word. It's all about the word of mouth. So I hope you all are amazing. I hope you all have a great week. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Red Dragon!